The life of the domestic creature is misconceived as lethargic and pandered. In reality, the house pet faces a number of physical obstacles. Built into the landscape's oft unpredictable topography, or crafted by twisted human cunning. These obstacles of the domicile are part of our domestic world.
There you go. Good girl. Come on.
From simple to exceedingly complex, these environmental hindrances can slow down any pupperino on the move. The doorway exists in every home as the portal between each room.
Let's go.
The shallow berth creates a tall plateau upon which the short-legged boys and girls may find themselves trapped.
Oh my god.
It will take precious extra energy to propel them over the threshold. A little extra chubs can create a monumental problem. Doorstops perplex many a loaf. Science estimates many more stages of evolution will be needed before this technology is understood. Out in the world, large sticks beckon to simple dogs. Without the knowledge of geometry, the eager dogger's hard-earned prize transforms into a tragic encumbrance. How will mother and father know how large of a stick pups are able to procure if the door frame will not accommodate such a fine treasure? The resolute furballs persist. The domiciliary pet's intelligence potential should never be doubted. Occasional bouts of brilliance can be witnessed. Watch as it analyzes the defenses of the drawers for weaknesses. The ingenuity of an animal in want of a delicacy knows no limits. To the fur baby's confusion, humankind will build labyrinthine obstacle courses to evaluate pets' agility throughout their lifespan. It is a true miracle, seen exclusively within the home, that a boofer may learn and improve their spatial reasoning. Purposeless? Yes. Unnecessary? Absolutely. Although unfounded, the dog cannot help but feel a sense of pride at completing a Machiavellian trial created by the ever-extra pet parent. When the obstacle proves too large, a stampede of floofs can band together to rush and break through any bottleneck. Together, a wave of golden pups can overcome any insurmountable barrier. While challenging, any roadblock is a chance to tear down the walls of adversity and create a moment of love that brings pets and their parents closer together. In the moment, frustration can dominate the senses, but across the finish line awaits the rich treasure of belly rubs. In the domestic territories, bodies of water are not just great spectacles of beauty, but are rare and treasured oases. Here, pets gather to cool off and wet their coats. This is our domestic world. Like the sea itself, water is collected in shallow puddles for smaller species so that they may develop their ease in partial submersion. Here, the Relaxus maximus doggus takes advantage of this blue plastic pond to cool his tail and toasty rump. Most feel quite comfortable poolside and will take advantage of the refreshing dip when given the opportunity. Cats, however, are the extreme exception, unwilling to dip even one claw in the water. Here we see the outlier and rarest of cats, Aquaticus felis meowis, float delicately on the surface. Notice how she need not break the water's tension to remain effortlessly cat-like despite her total wetness. Adrift on the backyard wellspring, flotation devices are colorful and tricky islands. If not totally at ease, these floaties will drift and stymie helpless dogs quickly. When relaxed and in the arms of a skilled parental swimmer, the risk of floating away is lessened. Balancing on the water's surface is an impressive way to close great distances. With confident control of the mobile archipelago, surface floating can even be considered an enriching experience. Drifting doggers can adventure in any direction they wish. The diving species venture into the depths with supreme courage. It is important to keep aware when visiting the pool, as these divers are likely to surprise you from below. They must brave these dark and intense pressures so they may retrieve their favorite balls and pool toys. No squeaky is left behind with these noble beasts on lifeguard duty. Even when their precious humans seek refuge from a summer heatwave, the good boy watch is ever vigilant. Even the smallest sign of splashing will send a protective pup in the white-capping waves to save their parents. Dog groups are drawn in to cool off for hanging with the boys pool party. The pool pooch gathers in a throng to enable maximum chillaxing. Hanging with the boys is an important part of bonding culture amongst aquatic faring mammals. If overexcited, they will rush the pool and disturb the calm waters, turning a relaxing soak into a splishy splashy. Not all creatures necessarily enjoy the pool. Primarily a place of great joy and relief for animals blessed with pool access, the water is indeed feared and misunderstood by some creatures. Perhaps they relate these wetlands to the ever-dreaded bath. If pushed in by a more excited compatriot, an unwilling pupper will have to dog paddle their way to the edge for dry land. Even in this oasis, the menacing vacuum still poses an intense threat. It is not widely known that when the Roomba whirred out of the water and onto the carpet, that its evolutionary ancestor is still the apex predator of the pool. Ultimately, pool, pooch, and person form a trifecta of summery delight. So much so, many wish the seasonal joy would never end. Here is one of the domestic zones where pets and their parents can truly experience a paradise of both peace and baser pleasures.